Thanks for tuning in, guys. We have got a brand new episode of Clash Royale, and yes, it is update day. We have, well, I say update day, but all we got in the end was balance changes. After being told that all these things that they were working on, with tournaments being cheaper, sorting out the gold problem, making legends more obtainable, in the end, we only got the balance changes. Now, it sounds like I'm being ungrateful. I am happy. They were needed. I was tired of the broken giant just being plonked and smashing. It was pointless. It needed doing. So, I am happy. Sorry if I don't sound it. It was just a bit underwhelming in the end after about 2 months without an update. But I know they have their 4 week holiday. Some people rage about it on the forum saying, who has 4 weeks off? I don't get 4 weeks off. That's just something that happens in Finland. That's what they do. So, this first replay, we've got the baby dragon. I've hopped onto my second account here. It's got the lava hound. It's the one legendary on that account. I'm roughly at the moment sitting about 2,100 trophies. I've not really played on it a lot recently. It has been up in Frozen Peak recently with using a Hog, Three Musketeer, Barbarian deck up there, but it's very similar to what I use on my main account, and I don't have multiple accounts to push to do this, try and get as high as possible. I have them for different gameplay, and the unique thing about this account is the Lava Hound. I'm personally not very good with it. I'll be honest, I'm pretty awful. I don't seem to be able to use it, and yet when someone comes against me with it, I tend to do badly. But there we go, it's what I'm using, which is why I'm on this account to show you the new baby dragon. So as you can see, it is firing faster, and I actually think it's moving faster. I might be making that up, but watching the fire rate, it does seem slightly quicker. I wouldn't have noticed it if I'd not been told it. Has it been having an overall effect as I've been playing? Not that I've noticed. It's still a fairly underwhelming card. Although if we watch it now, it is on the crown tower, completely on its own. It's doing reasonable damage in all fairness. When left alone, it's doing good damage. So, I mean, it's taken a lot off there, more than I expected, if I'm honest. I still don't see it as a card you're going to put in every deck. It's not going to be a huge update for it, if I'm honest. I'm yet to decide, but that's my gut feeling. Now, on this replay, it is my main deck, as you can see, with the miner coming in. I've been messing about with the miner, and I mean, it is slightly weaker, but it's still got most of the elixir pump, which is one of the things people really complaining about. So in this battle, I'm using a bowler. See how it's affected. Bringing the cost down does help. It is weaker, and you can tell. Its real strength is against barbarians, which you will see in this video. Looking like, yeah, they're dropping one now. Bad move. Although, I say bad move, but it's smoked the bowler. It's only a level 3 bowler, so it's a bit lower than some of my other cards, and a bit weak for Legendary Arena. I'm still quite low. I'm going to do a pushing video at the end of the week, because my personal best it's over 3,600, I think, and at the moment I'm at about 3,100. I tend not to push until the back end of the season. There's no incentives to. If I'm down here, I can mess about with different decks, whereas when I'm pushing, I usually stick to one deck for a few days, and it gets a bit repetitive. But I will be doing it later on this week, try and get some more legend trophies, just in case someone brings a use for them. What I'd like to see from Supercell is probably another arena. 3,000, it's not low, but for the highest arena, I just think it's too easy to stay above 3,000 for, say, level 10s, whereas I want a reason to push higher. whether it be, even if it was with gold, even if they said you get the same amount of cards through all of Legendary Arena, but for every 100 you go up, you get a percentage higher in each chest. That would work for me. Gold is so important in the game. Right, here you'll see the bowler, sorry to switch, pushing those barbarians back and smoking them and giving me a good push. But yeah, an incentive to go up is so needed. There's so many players who just mess about around 3,000. Until you get to 3,000, I was pushing really hard. Unless Frozen Peak again, that's a 700 arena. On my level 6 account, that is the one I'm preferring at the moment, in some ways. Because I'm really pushing hard. They've brought out that recent update, which has helped me push up. But you're always either staying in an arena or thinking, you know what, I could push up into the next one. So maybe in a future update, that's something that we could bring in. Okay, back to the action on the screen. This is my Double Prince Pekka deck that it's similar to the one I showed you pre-update. Yeah, I've stuck with the miner in there. I think it's still a useful card. I will do some battles without miner. I know I've been quite miner heavy recently, but it's such a good card. I don't think the nerfs made much difference at all. It's still very usable. You'll notice that I've not used the princess in any videos. What has happened to it? I mean, 25% reduction in area, it is making a big difference when I've been playing with it. I don't see why. It wasn't you could say it was overused, but it wasn't overpowered. Everyone just really liked using it. But that's always going to be the case with the legendaries. I even use the Sparky. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm like, oh, a Sparky, a legendary. Not many people have got that. I want to use it. I feel silly not using it, but it's not a great card. I don't even win that many battles with it. It's fun, but I don't win that often with it. And I suppose that's the aim of the game for most people. For me, it's having fun, but winning battles is fun. Also, in the update, Zap, people are going, oh, it's a big buff for the Sparky. It's not. The main thing that the Zap does, it's not freeze Sparky for a second, it resets it. So, I think the charge up time for a Sparky is 5 seconds, and half a second is neither here nor there. It's that 5-second reset. That is the big difference. So I don't see why people think it's a buff. It's a not. The Sparky will be exactly the same. Easy to counter troop. I don't counter it very well, but most people do. I've lost a lot of battles to Sparkies, so it seems silly saying that. But I really think it needs a rework. It's hard because it is overwhelming sometimes, but it is also very useless at the same time. It's a really high risk, high reward card. Okay, back to the action again. I keep getting distracted. Just going to let them take my left tower, let that big push go. But if you look at what I'm building down the right, I've got 2 princes and the Pekka and the miner and the ice wizard, and I've just dropped another prince, and this is just going to totally overwhelm them. This army, if you can survive normal time, is amazing in overtime. Once it gets onto double elixir, and you can start putting in prince after prince after prince, throwing in the legendaries, throwing in the Pekka, it's great. This final raid, I've gone back to the original army that I said was my favourite, with the 3 legendaries and the 3 musketeers, with the Zap, goblins, fire spirits, and the barbarians, just to see whether it's still any good. They've started off by dropping a giant that princess is shooting, but whereas it would have before, I'm pretty sure it's not hitting my musketeers, and that changes things greatly. So I'm on the push, heading down the left lane, heading down the right lane, and the opponent has left the match. Why does that always happen on my live ones when I do it at the end of the video? The only reason I did this one was because I needed 1 more crown for my chest, and I wanted to open that during the video, but it's not the best battle you'll ever see. We'll just let it play down. It'll only be a minute, and then we'll get into the chest openings. It's ridiculous. People give up so easily. I mean, this guy played quite badly. He went on a massive push and everything died, and he was going to be struggling, but you've got to wait for the battle to finish anyway. You might as well stay in it. Anyway, I saved up these chests because I thought an update was coming, maybe new troops, but I'll start opening them. Nothing useful in the first free one. We'll try the second one. The only thing coming here is gold. 1 out of 200 Valkyries. Update coming soon for that then. Onto the gold chest, which I've got a couple of. 5 minion hordes, 10 arrows, 19 Teslas. Next gold one. Gold again's good. Ice spirits. Rares early on. Bombers. Ooh. Something interesting now because I've got all my commons and a rage. Wow. That was worth the build up. That's a card I never use, but you know, maybe one day it'll be good. We'll get it up to level 4 soon. Going through here, still nothing particularly interesting, but I've got my giant chest. We'll open it. Let's have a look. 30 rares guaranteed. Starting off with an Expo, that well-used epic. Although 30 musketeers, that's good. I can get them up to tournament standard. 273 skeletons. Not much use, but well, that will wrap up the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe. Please comment anything you want me to do in next ones. But thank you.